Today, we will answer a simple question. What are the different kinds of AI agents and which are the ones that you could apply to your own business? I will show you the 6 different categories of AI agents, mention you a couple tools, explain what they do, and then give you a couple of practical use cases for each of those categories. So you can have a full understanding of the whole AI ecosystem and understand which kind of tools or which kind of AI agent is the best one for your own business situation. With that said, let's jump right into it. The first category of tools are the general AI tools. Here you can find the most famous ones, such as OpenAI, Claude, and Perplexity. And the advantage of this tool is that they have 1,000+ different use cases. And so these tools can be used for all sort of different activities and all sort of different things. If you want to try to create a post on LinkedIn, you can do that. If you want to brainstorm some stuff, you can do that. If you want to analyze a spreadsheet, that can do that as well. Or if you want to do the research, you can do that. So the real advantage of this kind of tools is that they act as a starting point because they have so much spectrum in the amount of use cases that you can have. And yeah, basically here the use cases are infinite. And so if a person doesn't have any clue about AI and doesn't have anything to do with AI and just want to start with, those are the tools to start with. In the future, these kind of tools will become super agent or tools that have more and more broad functionality. And I think GenSpark is an example of that. And that is why I put it over here. So GenSpark, for example, is a tool that within has AI slides, AI sheets, AI docs, and so within the tool has a bunch of different broad functionalities that a lot of people might want. A lot of people in the future would want to build AI slides with AI, build documents with AI, and all sort of stuff like that. So this is all about AI agent. The second category that we have over here are the AI workflow automation agents or workflow automation tools. The overall use cases of these specific tools are to automate. So automate every kind of repetitive task that you have within your business and then connect multiple business tools together. I talk about this in my previous video, but in this kind of tools, what you have is you have an AI component, which is a single aspect, and then you have the automation aspect. So if you see some example of the use cases that I mentioned over here, we have something like when someone books a call, you automatically send a prep email, you add the person to a CRM, you create a calendar event, all those different things that happen. In here, only a element is an AI element, so the automatically send prep email is the actual AI element. Within the tool, you can also create AI agents which do all these different actions at the same time. And so this is what makes those tools AI based. So any kind of a process that you have within your business that you are thinking about automating is where these kind of tools really, really shine. The third category are the AI voice agents here. Here we are finding tools such as Vapi and Retail. Keep in mind there are way more tools than that. Those are the most famous one to my knowledge. And in this category of agents, what you are trying to do is solve problems with the voice. So let's say in your business you have a receptionist who takes phone calls and books appointment on your behalf. What you can do with the AI voice agent is you can replace that same functionality, or you can make sure that that functionality is added also during off hours. So if someone talks like types your number and calls you at midnight, the AI agent will respond to that and it will be able to take care of the appointment. Here you can find also a couple of other use cases in the sales department. So for example, if you have someone who fills up the form, you can call them immediately using this kind of AI voice agent and answer a couple of qualification questions that you can have at the start. And another use case that I saw is using AI voice agent to do first round interviews. So as soon as someone fills the form, they receive a call and then they can talk to the AI agent and just make sure that they respond to the first qualification call. The fourth type of AI agent that we have is a conversational AI agent, which is defined as a chatbot. Now, chatbots were available till 2017 with ManyChat and tools like that. Right now, those changed because they are conversational. And so Meanwhile, in 2017, you needed to have a very scripted way of having the chatbot. So say this message, then this message, then this message. Right now, what we have is the chat can take many different paths and many different things based on the conversation, as well as based on the tools that the chatbot has available. So, a couple of use cases over here. If you have a SaaS or if you have a product and a person needs to find a specific way that the tool works, they can just type that into the chatbot and they will get a question immediately without having to wait for a rep to respond to that question. And then obviously you can have escalation points where if the chatbot wasn't able to respond to that, you add a rep over there. And in that way, you can drastically reduce the amount of customer service that you would need for your business. Yeah, other example over here are still about customer support, but this can be also used in a sales aspect to book appointments through the website chat, for example. So yeah, the majority of use cases over here that I saw on my side are mostly around customer service, but this could also be used in a sales environment if you really wanted to. The next category of AI agents are AI content creation agents, where the idea is how do we create content at scale? A couple of tools that we have over here around the different ideas are 11 Labs. So 11 Labs is a tool that uses voice and recreates different voice. It can even recreate your own voice if you really wanted to. Leonardo AI is a tool for AI image generation, image editing, cropping, all those kind of things like that. Meanwhile, Agen is a tool for creating AI videos of yourself. So all of this acts as different things that could be applied to scale your content or use different contents in creative way. So for 11 Labs, for example, you can create personalized LinkedIn voice messages using your own voice and then send those through LinkedIn. This is like an example of an automation that we did for one of our clients. Um, you can possibly create AI video avatars and use those for YouTube. There are a lot of different content creators that are using that to this day in different parts of their video. They either have their whole channel automated with AI or they use this part strategically when it makes sense to have. And then finally, over here, you could possibly create any kind of marketing assets, any kind of product shooting, or any different things like that through the AI without the need to hire a photographer. So, uh, AI content creation is mostly about using that for marketing, but also sales is another area here. So, like, you can also think about using AI videos as a method for personalized outreach if you really wanted to. And the last type of AI agents that we have available are the AI coding assistant. Over here, we can find tools such as Cursor and Windsurf, which are coding assistants used by developers. So developers need to create a product and they use Cursor and Windsurf to create the code at scale. But we also have tools which are not for developers, but for broad reach, such as Lovable, for example, where you just have a specific product or want to create a specific MVP, and that is where Lovable really shines. So the idea over here is how are you able to create MVPs faster, or how are you able to create full products or features of products in a faster way? So there could be different use cases over here, such as converting designs into working code, fixing bugs without having to read the documentation, or like for Lovable, for example, if you want to build a landing page in 30 minutes, you can do that in this way. So you saw there are a bunch of different tools and a bunch of different things available within the market. And so which one to start with? If you never done anything about AI, going the general route is probably the best one. But there are different kinds of things that are specific for your use case. If you want to enable your team of developers to do better work, then you would look at AI coding assistant. Or if you want to build a product or a suite of internal products, Lovable could be a tool for you. If you want to build a content creation, or if you want to like create different kinds of content, then it makes sense to look at different content generation agents, chatbots, different things. If you want to improve customer support, keep in mind this can be done also for a service business such as an agency or a company like that, because the chatbots are not only intended to be used within the website itself, but those could be also used within Slack or any other tools like that. Voice is specific for people that have like a receptionist, a call center, those kind of people that take calls on your behalf. And then in workflow automation over here, this is also a broad category. You can potentially also include all the previous categories that I mentioned. So voice could be included over here. We can include different parts of the content generation agency if we really wanted to. And yeah, here you mostly have to think about what are the specific business functions that are repetitive and you want to remove or you want to simplify and strip down. So yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of different possibilities. Let me know if you're interested in a video showcasing and giving you additional use cases over here. I'm Ricardo. Hope this video was useful. If you want to integrate in AI, just book a call and we can talk more about it. And with that said, hope this video was useful again. Bye bye.